come out of meditation with thoughts that you've never had before, and solutions you've never imagined before. So I was just in the background texting Shirley, sharing that I really enjoy the openness you're sharing, and it really feels like it comes from your heart. Very
it had to come from my heart because I didn't organize it. Because Shirley just told me yesterday.
I've met quite a few actors and actresses over the years. I'm very privileged in the position. And there's two things I was thinking about whilst you were talking. One of the things is a lot of people I've met. My next door neighbour in London used to work in films. He was a best boy, so run the lighting and everything. A guy called Steve. And so he's worked with Guy Ritchie. He's worked with some very famous people on movies. And I've got the privilege of meeting them. I actually met Madonna one day through one of his post movie events. And one of the things I found these people very false.
Oh, really?
But, I couldn't differentiate from the person on the screen to the person in front of me. They didn't feel very authentic. I hope I'm not talking out of turn. You come across as very heartfelt, very honest, very humble, and very kind. So I think your sharings, we can all learn from it. One of the things that my thinking now, I wanted to share back and get your view on this, is when you were talking about the way we need to give love. It's very hard when you give person love to actually for somebody to say no. One of my things is if you give kindness, it's very hard for somebody not to accept kindness. So it's a great discipline, even in a very difficult negotiation. You can be kind. And so one of the things I see at the moment is the people behaving the worst in the world, politicians. Because what they're doing, rather than giving kindness and understanding and help and unity and family and all those things, they're looking for blame. They want to. It's got to be someone else's fault. It can't be their fault. And I think Donald Trump is leading this quite, the blame culture that he creates is disgusting. I wondered if you had any thoughts on when people are feeling that, this isn't their fault and they want to put out, how would you deal with that?
This isn't my fault and they want to...
We're all suffering, right? It's not. Everyone can say it's not my fault, but it's all our fault because we've all abused the world to some degree or another. And so I share with you that, this pandemic is here to teach us lessons, so we should learn them. When people are feeling like that, angry, annoyed, maybe people have got loved ones. My godfather's been in ICU with coronavirus. He's just come out of ICU, so I'm very happy. We all feel angry at times. How can we deal with this anger and put this anger into a good place? Because if you have anger inside you, it does more damage to you than anyone else. So how would you deal with that?
Thank you for the question. I feel like we're all human beings, and I've studied quite a lot of world religions and spirituality lately. I feel like anger, laziness, thoughtlessness, ignorance, it's all under the category of bad energy. And good energy is more patience, love, kindness, understanding. And to stay with that zone of the good energy. And by the way, there's more traits. There's 52 apparent traits for good energy and only about 9 for bad, or 11. So we have this reservoir of good things, good emotions and good ways to deal with problems. But the problem is, or the challenge is, to stay within that good energy and good zone. It requires work and effort and patience and meditation. People are not naturally going to gravitate towards that way of resolving things because we're also human beings, we're also mammals. We have a reptilian brain that acts on survival. And when it comes to survival, you're going to chop someone's head off if someone touches your son or daughter, right? You're not going to be thoughtful and be like, give them understanding. I hope that person's not going to, do anything to my son. No, you're going to do that. That's how it works within a human being. Just a little short example, if you're in the office, there is a check you need to sign for $1 million for charity, but you have to go to the toilet. Your brain is going to go to, I need to go to the toilet, not like, I'm going to save the world. That's how simple and how we are just mammals at the end. So to be a human being and to be someone more thoughtful and mindful and to work with loving kindness and also concentration and wisdom, concentration, wisdom, loving kindness, and mindfulness all needs self-reflection and to be present in our bodies and our souls. And a lot of people say that we are physical beings trying to be spiritual. But for me, getting on this spiritual journey this past few years, I've realized that we're actually spiritual beings trying to experience a human journey, which is why it's so important for us to really connect with the clues that are given through our emotion, through our intuition, feelings. And with your question just now in regards to Trump and in regards to how do we react more positively, that's all I can say. The only way you can react positively is with love and understanding. And the only way you can achieve love and understanding is if you spend time with yourself. Because there's some things about yourself that I'm sure you don't like. And of course, there's many things about other people we don't like because we don't understand them. And why would we love someone we don't understand? And I felt these past 2 years has been so stressful for me that I am quite grateful that I get to stay at home in a safe environment, because these past 2 years I've been unhappy because I don't understand myself. Half of the things I'm doing, I don't understand what I'm doing. Half of the people I'm meeting, I understand on a very basic level why I need to meet them, and usually it's with an agenda. So these past 2 years, I've been really neglecting myself, I feel, in terms of really paying attention to how to be kind to myself and fixing the things that really matter, which is what are my desires, what are my ambitions, and how do I make more meaning out of my life. And only with making more meaning out of your life can you make more meaning for other people's lives, including your family, your friends, and then slowly it's an extension of more and more people. So in my compassionate meditation, for example, I start with a prayer. I'm Muslim, so a Muslim prayer. And then I start with saying, I wish for happiness and healing for all beings. But then I start with myself and my friends and my family, my friends, neutral people, like people that are my employees, and then people I have problems with, and people I don't know, and then just the universe. So, I mean, it's a method, but somehow your subconscious is so strong. And unfortunately, we don't have much time to think of ourselves, our lives. How do we expect to think about many people? And a lot of people are like, do you do charity just for, so people see you as a good person, so people think you're great, or so you can advance your career because you're attached to charities? I said, well, maybe partially, maybe yes, I don't know, in my subconscious, but consciously, I don't feel like that. I feel like this is a responsibility. Yeah. God or the universe has made me has given me so much blessings, gave me fame, and this is my platform, and I want to do good. I could also...
These are your tools. These are your tools. I think one of the things I'd like to say is I'm sure I'm going to look you up and learn more about you later. I'm sure I'll learn more about, maybe, again, I'd love to meet you in person when the time comes.
Yeah, that would be great.
My sharing for you is, you're going through this regeneration at the time you're in. I'm quite a bit older than you. I wish 20 years ago I don't know what you know now. So you're way ahead of me. Don't worry about it. Kind
no. I want to. Yeah, I'm learning to be a CEO now.
And so, there's good and bad in everything. But I guess my team have got some more meetings now, so I'm going to have to wrap up with my team. But I think what I wanted to say to both you ladies is you're both amazing. I listen to you. I listen to what you're doing. The humility of putting other people first, which I think is a wonderful thing. Two thoughts to me right now is number one is around, I think we need more amazing female leaders in Indonesia. Mm-hmm. And I think, I personally, I'm very proud. My children have no idea what racism is. They don't understand how anybody can be racist or sexist or anything, because that's not the way they've been brought up. And I think Indonesia needs to welcome the warmth of female leaders. I feel as I can criticize male leaders because I am one. I think female leaders are often better at multitasking, running multiple things, are operationally more efficient a lot of the times. That's my experience. And so I always feel like in a balance of female and male leadership in an organization, it has a more rounded culture. And so I think, having more female leaders in industry, and certainly in fintech that's been male dominated for too many years, I'm very happy to see the rise of more female leaders. And listening to you, you're very balanced, very, very different ladies from different backgrounds, but both of us very balanced. So I think it's been a real privilege to have you both on here today. Thank you for joining the OVO Town Hall. We're amazed at the people that are coming and joining with us. And I wish you every happiness and success. Both of you, you're doing amazing things for Indonesia, and keep doing them. We're playing a very small part. We hope our part can grow. If there's anything we can do with your charity work, we'd be blessed to help. So please let me know. I'm happy to do something. If there's something I can do, I'd love to do it. Charity is very close to my heart. So anything I can do, please let me know as well.
Thank you so much for having us. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Take care, ladies. Bye-bye. Hey, guys. Two amazing ladies. Very privileged and honoured that they would join our town hall. And hopefully you see we're bringing different people in. But I just want to come back for our team and just remember, about this town hall, what it's about. This is the Holy Month.